special recipe for you. If you ever went to Lamrecton camp, you're gonna like this one. This is the brownie recipe from camp, the one that we all were so excited when they made it for us. So just before the camp closed, I did ask the cook for this recipe and I got it out of her. It was a hard get, but I did get it out of her. So we're gonna take a bowl and we're gonna take 1.5 cups of flour. Put that in our bowl. And 1 teaspoon of salt. I'm just going to give that a quick little stir just to get that. And then we're going to take 2 cups of sugar. I know that's way more flour, way more than the flour, but we've got 2 cups of sugar. And we also are going to put some cocoa in it, and we're going to sift that all through. Now, I've heard, they told me that's the secret, is to sift. If you don't have an actual sifter, you can use like a strainer and just kind of shake it through. That gets it, you know, kind of all even out. We'll just give it a little stir. Now this brownie, we're not going to mix a lot. I am going to put it in the mixer, but not for very long. And then we're going to add 1 cup of oil with 1/4 cup of water and 2 teaspoons of vanilla. I kind of like to add all my liquids together when I pour in, just so that they're all just mixed evenly. So we're just going to stick that in there and give it a little stir, not a lot, just to get it all blended in. And then we've got 4 eggs that we've beaten just slightly. And we're just going to take this over to the mixer now and just give it a little bit of a mix. We don't want to over mix this. We're just going to get it slightly blended so all our egg and everything's all blended right in. Okay, now that we've got it all blended, and we didn't really blend it a whole lot, you don't want to get a lot of air in this. It'll get like puffy like a cake, and that's not what you want. You want a brownie. So I remember when we would have this for dinner, and I always helped with the dishes, was in charge of the dishes actually, and I used to take a brownie at dinner time and set it aside to enjoy after the dishes were done and after all the kids were out of the kitchen. So we put it in our greased 9x13 pan, and we're going to stick it in the oven for 25 minutes at 350 degrees. Okay, our brownies have come out of the oven and we've let them cool off. So now we're going to make our icing. So we're going to take 1/3 cup of softened butter. Don't use margarine. I always like to use butter. It's way better. And then we're going to take our sifter again, and we're going to use some icing sugar, which is 2 cups of icing sugar, and 1/3 cup of cocoa. And we're going to sift that together. I've heard that's the trick. At least that's what the cooks kind of said to me. And once again, if you don't have a sifter, you can just use a strainer. It'll work just as well. Okay, and then we're going to take 3 tablespoons of milk. I'm going to put that in, and we're going to take it over to our mixer, and we're going to mix it up. Whoops! You don't want to turn that on real fast or it just comes flying out. So we beat that icing probably for about 3 minutes just so it's really, really creamy. And then we're going to I just finished icing it, and we cut a little square off here in the corner. Oh, I remember having these. So yummy with a cup of tea. So good. I hope you take an opportunity to make some.